Hey everybody, this is Tim, and I want to talk to you today about another exercise that we see people do a lot of times in the gym, but very frequently, like the squat and the deadlift. We see people doing it wrong, and this is the bench press. It's one of the basic exercises. Everybody does it. Most of the time, you see people doing it pretty well, but sometimes you see people just absolutely doing the wrong form. And if you do the wrong form, you set yourself up for injury, and you also hamper your progress. So today I want to talk a little bit about the bench press. This you can do on a flat bench, on an incline bench, on a decline bench, and the different angles of the bench work either the center of your chest, the upper part of the chest, or the lower part of the chest. And I'll cover incline presses, decline presses, and other variations in another video. Today I just want to talk about the mechanics of the basic bench press. So to begin with, recognize that even though you're lying on the bench and your focus is your chest muscles and we're simply pushing the bar, it also is another exercise that requires coordination and involvement of a lot of the other muscles in the body, such as the back, the glutes, the legs. Feet are planted on the floor. It's a closed chain exercise, meaning that your feet are on the floor and both your hands are connected in the bar and your body's all working as one. So let me show you step by step how to perform the bench press. So we're going to start off by making sure that your feet are planted firmly on the floor. Knees are bent about 90 degrees. You're going to lie back on the bench, get yourself in position. Again, feet are flat on the floor, about 90 degree bend in your knees. You're going to grasp the bar, and your grip width is going to depend on your body type. But what we want to do is when the bar is down at our chest, we want our elbows to be bent at about 90 degree angle, and we also want to keep our elbows between 45 and 60 degrees out from the chest. We don't want them way up high or out at 90 degrees. That puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders and can actually cause injury. So as you're doing this, imagine that you have a couple of large grapefruit in your armpits and you're trying to hold on to them while you're doing the press. Part of the setup now, we want our glutes in contact with the bench, and you want to have them flexed and rigid the entire time. Glutes engaged, legs engaged. Again, this is a whole body exercise. I have a slight arch in my back, so you want to activate those back muscles. My shoulder blades are pulled back and my chest is lifted. So if I relax everything, you can see the difference. Now I'm going to engage my glutes, my back, pull my shoulders. All of this stabilizes the core and helps recruit the target muscles. Now, we're going to press the bar straight up ahead, and it's going to be just up over our chin. Everything is engaged, and we're going to lower the bar slowly to our chest, just about the level of the nipples. Just as it touches our chest, you're going to explode and push that weight back up. And then you're going to lower it with control down, just as it touches your chest, back up again. Lower it down with control, touches your chest, back up again. So now that I've gone step by step over proper performance of the bench press, let me demonstrate a couple of things that I see people doing wrong quite frequently, so that you know what to look for in somebody who's not doing it properly versus somebody who is doing it properly. So the things I'm getting ready to demonstrate right now, you do not want to do with a proper deadlift, but I want you to see the types of mistakes that people will make so you can catch yourself doing them if possible. Okay, so I'm in position. Now, some of the things that you'll see people do that aren't proper is they'll have their elbows flared way out, and they'll bring the bar way up high to their chin, and then they'll push. Puts a whole lot of pressure on the shoulders, and it can injure you. So you definitely do not want to have your elbows way up high. Again, you want between 45 and 60 degrees. Imagine that you're holding a big grapefruit in your armpits, and you want to lower down and press back up with the appropriate angle. You'll feel the chest activate when you use the proper technique. By far, the biggest thing that you will see people do is bounce the bar off their chest when they're lifting. So they drop the bar and they bounce it and it comes up. And they bounce it and it comes up. And they bounce it and it comes up. All right? Absolutely terrible form. It's unsafe. You can fracture your sternum. You can tear cartilage in your rib cage. You can do all kinds of damage. So never, ever, ever bounce the bar off your chest. The other thing that you'll see people do, and it's a sign that they've got too much weight on the bar, is they'll lift their hips. So they'll lower the bar down, and then they don't have enough strength, and so they lift their hips up off the bench, and they lift the bar, and then they come back down, and then they'll lift the hips up off the bench, okay, to try to give themselves a little bit of help. Those are the things that people will do the most frequently, is they'll have their elbows flared way out, putting pressure on their shoulders and causing potential injury. They will bounce the bar off their chest, and my chest hurts just bouncing a couple of times. I don't know why people do that. Or they will lift their hips way up off the bench. So those three things you do not want to do. So again, now that I've shown you what not to do, I'm going to recap again, good form and proper bench press technique. Get yourself set under the bar. Activate your glutes, feet flat on the floor, knees bent about 90 degrees, slight arch in the back. Activate the shoulders, pull those shoulder blades back, lift that chest up towards the ceiling. You want to have about a 90-degree bend in your elbows when you're down, and you want to have a 45 to 60-degree angle of your upper arms to your body. Lower with control, touch the chest about nipple height, and back up. Lower with control, touch the chest, back up. Lower with control, touch the chest, back up. So, now you know how to do good bench press. Get out there, lift hard, lift safe, make gains. Have a good day.